Hi everybody, I'm so sorry I'm not there today to learn with you. I am home with a sick baby and hoping that he gets better soon. So thank you for working hard to learn how to combine polynomials. I think you will find that it is nothing that is harder or more complicated than anything we've already done. So hopefully this is easy peasy. All right. When we combine polynomials, we're doing so by adding, subtracting, or multiplying them. So those are the three operations. In this case, when we are adding them, notice there's a plus sign between these. All we are doing is combining their like terms. So we have 5x squared plus x minus 7. And then we are combining that with a negative 3x squared minus 6x plus 1. All right, well, 5x squared and negative 3x squared makes it 2x squared. Positive x and negative 6x is negative 5x. And negative 7 plus 1 is negative 6. Okay, so just combining like terms. When we subtract polynomials, every term in the second polynomial is subtracted. So we just have to distribute that negative into the second polynomial. So here I'm going to take my 3x cubed plus 8x squared minus x and minus 5. That first polynomial, it stays the exact same. Then we're going to distribute the negative, so minus 5x cubed plus x squared minus 17. Notice I lost my parentheses. So once you distribute the negative, you do not need those parentheses. And now we're going to combine like terms again. So we have 3x cubed minus 5x cubed is negative 2x cubed. Positive 8x squared and positive 1x squared is 9x squared. Then we have a minus x, and then negative 5 and negative 17 makes negative 22. Okay, and that one's done. That's subtracting. All right, now multiplying sometimes feels the most complicated, and that's because we have to be sure to distribute every term from one polynomial to the other. All right, we know to multiply when there are no operations written between our two polynomials. Notice here there is no plus and there's no minus, so that means we are multiplying. All right, I'm going to zoom in here to show you. First, we take the first term from this first polynomial and multiply it by both terms in the second. So we do 4x squared times 2x is 8x cubed. 4x squared times 1 is 4x. All right, then I like to switch colors so that I know I've done every term. So now I'm going to multiply the x. Positive x times 2x is 2x squared. Positive x times 1 is plus x. And then our last term, we're multiplying the negative 5, so negative 10x and minus 5. Then to finish it out, we combine like terms. So we only have that one x cubed. Then 4x squared and 2x squared is 6x squared. Positive x and negative 10x is negative 9x, and then minus 5. Okay. This second example is a little bit more complicated because there's 1, 2, 3 polynomials that we are multiplying by each other. All right, when we multiply 3 polynomials together, we want to just start with the first 2. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and send this first term to both parts of the second polynomial. X times x is x squared. X times negative 1 is negative x. Then I'm going to multiply that negative 2, so negative 2x and plus 2. All right, I would go ahead and combine like terms there, since I've multiplied every term to get x squared minus 3x plus 2. That's a new polynomial, and now I'm going to multiply it by the x plus 3 that was left behind. All right, I'm going to move that down so I have a little bit more space. So I start again. All right, I'm going to multiply x squared to both of those terms, so x to the third plus 3x squared. Then the negative 3x is negative 3x squared and negative 9x. And then the 2. 2 times x and 2 times 3. So then we go ahead and combine our like terms. We have our x cubed. These guys cancel each other out. The negative 9x and positive 2x is negative 7x. And we have plus 6 in the back. Okay. This guy is one polynomial that's being cubed. So we're going to multiply x to the third by itself 3 times. Or did I say x to the third? X plus 3. Sorry. All right. So I do that exactly how I just did my last problem. So I'll have x squared plus 3x. Then another 3x and 9. Okay, I combine those like terms. And I pull down the x plus 3. I'm going to go ahead and distribute. So that'll give me x to the third plus 3x squared. Then 6x squared plus 18x. Then 9x plus 27. So then we combine those, x to the third, 9x squared, 27x, right? These made 9x squared, these make 27x. And then 27 in the end. All right, now our last example is different because it has 3 terms times 3 terms. All right, we still do the exact same process. We just have a little bit more that we're distributing. All right, so I'm going to multiply x squared to the 4x squared, which is 4x to the 4th. Remember, you add your exponents. Then x squared by negative 2x is negative 2x cubed. And then x squared times negative 7 is negative 7x squared. And I'm going to multiply my 3x, so 12x squared. 3x times negative 2x is negative 6x. And 3x times negative 27 is negative 21x. This should have been, I got my exponents wrong. Right, 3x times 4x squared would be 12x to the third. And then 3x times negative 2x would be negative 6x squared. Sorry about that, everybody. Now we're going to multiply the 10, so plus 40x squared minus 20x. Need more space. And minus 70. Okay, now we combine like terms. So we only have the 4x to the 4th. Then we have this x to the third and this x to the third. Negative 2 and positive 12 makes positive 10 x to the third. Then we have 7x squared and 40x squared and negative 6x squared. So negative 7 and negative 6 is negative 13. And then when we add 40 to that, we get positive 27 x squared. Then we have 21x and negative 20x to make negative 41x and negative 70 in the back. Okay, that one had a lot going on, but we made it, right? Okay, for practice today, you have a quizzes. You want to do the quizzes, take a screenshot of your best score, and insert that screenshot below. Now, to get to the code, you want to go back to Canvas, sorry, to our assignment. And it is this code right here, that 39112320. Okay? See what you can do. Get your best score screenshotted, entered in there, and have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.